Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. This is your reading, Leo. Weekly reading from the 1st of June to the 7th of June 2020. I have the Osha Zen Tarot here. Let's just see what wants to come through. Right, there's a complete rebirth, and this has come through a tower moment. There's a wanting to rush, to fight, to resist, almost to fight something or someone, but you know, yes, there needs to be a courage. There's the Lion of Leo. This is the Ten of Swords though, and the Knight of Swords. This is a really mental fight energy of needing to have also the courage to withstand this huge shakeup that's taking place in your life right now. But it's not about donning armor and fighting. It's about transparency, vulnerability, open-heartedness, acceptance, I'm hearing, of what is transpiring in your life. It is not about resistance, because this is here, I'm hearing such a resistant energy. Yes, there is pain. Yes, there is roaring and fire and suffering. I'm hearing there is some suffering. You can either stay in this gray energy of always needing to fight for who you are and what you believe and be very intellectual about everything, I'm hearing. But this is why the Tower has to come in, because it is, look, these people are naked. That they, you know, that there is a detachment of your identity, your ego, a burning through of the ego, the lion, the pain of your personality, letting go of your personality and coming back to your essential nature, I'm hearing. And this can be the Gemini energy as well, the toing and froing in the mind, the two, the opposites, the duality of you know, trying to find, you know, this is trying to come in, but you want to fight it because you feel like you need to stand up for something, you need to fight. But, you know, there's a redness, there's angry eyes here. You know, red eyes means seeing your life, the perception of your life is coming through a tainted lens, a lens that is not clear, a lens that is not purified. So it's like the window wipers washing clean your perception of who you truly are. This is the King of Water. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces here. But there is a lot of armor that needs to be dropped. And I feel like the universe is giving you the opportunity for this, Leo. The opportunity to come back to more of a transparency and more of a purity, innocence of child, but there is going to need to be some breaking down of ego, of personality to get there. Identity is an identity crisis, I'm hearing. Who am I? Do I need to fight for who I am, or do I become like water and flow and allow this healing energy? And I'm hearing Wednesday, Thursday is going to be a very, very, with the moon and moving into Scorpio on Wednesday, early morning here in Australia, there's an opportunity for soulful and deep communication to take place today, a very emotionally intelligent conversation rather than this energy of having the universe, you know. I think that this is happening near the beginning of the week. And it's to do with relationships. We have the moon in Libra, obviously Monday, Tuesday. It can be to do with relationships. And then, you know, with the full moon on Saturday, things can come to a head. And, you know, we have, because love and relationships come into huge focus this week with Venus retrograde in Gemini and the Sun in Gemini. Mercury's moved into Cancer though, so it gives us this energy. This is Cancerian energy, gives us the ability to speak from the heart, even though there is the challenges of you know, the Venus in retrograde energy. So anything that's been challenging you mid-May in a relationship is coming up for reevaluation, and it's very important to be truthful, to speak your truth. But with this full moon on Saturday, there's a lunar eclipse. It's very strong Sagittarius energy. Be careful of being tactful in the way you express your truth. To be fair, so this is like, it's come out in the reverse. So I'm going to read both messages. I didn't for Taurus before when it come out in reverse, but I'm hearing now that you need both messages. The protection message and the full oracles message. Let's just see. To be fair, this is very Libran energy, justice, balance. This is the wisdom of the oracle, Colette Baron Reed here. To be fair, the essential meanings, balance, justice, the need to consider options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing. Yet over time, they strike a balance. You move from being to stasis to doing, from discovering to loving to letting go to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are in this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. So yeah, there has to be a breaking down of something for you to transform, for you to rebirth. There has to be a falling apart of something. But don't stay stuck in resisting this. Allow the free flow of your intuitive, compassionate, nurturing, loving self, unconditionally loving self, to bring balance and fairness to this. The relationship message. Can you find a way to achieve fairness now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There is much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect with others, so allow for balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. The prosperity message. Now is the time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail and you will be treated accordingly. In all of your affairs, you'll be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is a gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you're compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiation. So remember that all things must be fairly compensated. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. Protection message. I feel like I need to read it. Injustice and inequality are part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice, righted, and fairly readdressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone or are called to answer for a personal slight. You'll be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. So this could be this energy. This is this energy in a positive way, standing up for yourself. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it, because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain: if fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. And I'm hearing, if this is to do with a feeling of inequality or a relationship issue, A really beautiful practice is Ho'oponopono. It's an ancient Hawaiian forgiveness chant. You chant till you hold the person in your mind or the situation in your heart, or yourself if you're lacking some form of forgiveness for yourself. Hold a visual of yourself, the situation, or the other person, and say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. It might feel very strained and challenging at first, especially if there's some resistance to the situation or a person, but ultimately it leads to miracles and healing and fairness for all. I love you, Leo. Have an amazing week.